Hey folks, welcome back to another video. Today we are looking at my current favorite deck in the format. We got Pult Noir. This is what I've been running to my local challenges, cups, that sort of thing since Black and White came out, and it is feeling pretty good. I don't think this deck has any super favored matchups, but it doesn't have that many unfavored matchups either. So it feels like going into every game, you're kind of relying on your own skill level to carry you to your victory, which for me, that's how I like playing my TCGs, baby. So this is feeling really good. This is kind of the de facto list. I have not seen much variation as far as people switching cards around. So you can feel pretty comfortable running this 60, knowing that a lot of other people are kind of agreeing with you. I did try playing around with cutting a research and I think a Hilda in favor of 2 rare candies, just to try and see if that helped out against like Golden Go or Joltik Box, Raging Bolt, the more aggro decks. And to be honest, I don't think it's worth it. It felt really good when I was able to pull off some crazy explosive plays, but it just isn't there all the time, and it does hurt in some of the setup of the deck. So yeah, I think going forward, I do like the 4 research, 2 Hilda, 4 Night Stretcher. I think I did also play around cutting down to 3 Night Stretcher instead of 4, but having 4 feels really good, as you can dump Pokemon into your discard in the early game, and then have even more outs to them as the game goes on, which feels amazing. So I definitely like the 4 Night Stretchers. Makes your researches feel a little less bad, and it gives you more outs to things throughout the game. Like, for instance, you can dump one of your Dragapults, you can dump a Howlucha, you can dump your Ursaluna, and then they're just a Night Stretcher away whenever you need them. So feels great, especially with running 2 Psychic and 1 Fire. It doesn't feel so bad to dump those basic energy either, because then they are able to be searched. The Hilda in this one actually feels pretty powerful because of the Neo Upper and the Dusclops Dust Noir line. It just has a bit more reach in terms of what it can grab for you. I found in a couple of my games in a cup last weekend, reaching for an evolution Pokemon and a luminous energy was what I needed in order to set up a Monkey Dory kind of in the mid game. Being able to grab that monkey off of like a Nest Ball, Ultra Ball, and then using Hilda to get the luminous energy for it was actually kind of saving my bacon more often than not, which is not an expected use case, but a welcome one. And then, yeah, I mean, this is just Dragapult, Dust Noir, doing Dragapult, Dust Noir things. You're setting up multi-prize turns. You're feeling real in control of where the damage goes and all that. The Golden Go matchup is a bit tough. I think right now that's probably one of our worst matchups. But other than that, everything feels pretty close to 50-50, 40-60. Definitely very, very winnable. So I am enjoying running this list quite a bit. Recon Directive remains as one of the most busted abilities in the entire game, and now I can't play any deck without it, and I need help, but we'll address that addiction at another time, because right now we need some more Pokemon TCG in our lives. So deck list is in the description down below if you want to give it a go and run some games on your own. If you come into any comments, questions, concerns, leave them down and I will answer you pretty quickly. I love interacting with you guys in the comments, so please reach out to me there with anything you need. But that's enough yapping. My name is Jared. I'll be your gameplay nurse today. Okay, so got the Buddy Buddy Poffin in the opening hand. Never gonna be mad about that. Quick prize check-in. Duskla, no, we're good there. Most of the gang. Nope, we got the bosses in hand. Good on supporters. Ultra Balls are looking a little thin, but overall not too bad. Can hurt to miss Ultra Balls early game, but I think we'll be okay. Get the Dust Boys going. 2 Buddy Poffins in the opening hand. Am I cheating? And then they got the Badoo showing, so we can go ahead and just use our Ultra Ball now, so that we don't have to worry about the item lock too hard next turn. And then with the 4 Night Stretchers in this build, I'm always willing to throw away Pokemon in the early game, because it actually makes it, especially with ones that you have multiple of, like Dragapult, having 1 in the deck and 1 in the discard actually increases our odds of finding it by quite a bit. So I'm always happy to ditch one of those. If I have both of them, if one of them's prized, I'll think about it a little bit harder. But if one is not prized, getting 1 into the discard in the early game is actually pretty powerful. Because it gives us an extra set of outs to that card that we don't want to whiff when we need it. And as expected, they get itchy. Looks like we have a bit of a mirror match here. I don't love this hand. I mean, we got the research at least. Jamming Tower is not really going to come into play this game, so I guess it's okay. Let's grab the energy, since Iono's kind of not what we want, and we'd rather not ditch it at the same time. Get our energy attachment for a turn, and we'll pray for a Dracloak, or a Dust Noir, or we'll just get nothing. Okay, so then we'll just hit him with another Itchy. No big deal. At least we got the 1 Dracloak, we got the energy attachment. Can't be too mad about all of that. Let's see what they can do under item lock. They also have a Dracloak, of course. Of course. Wonder, I've yet to see if they're Pure Pult or if they're Pult Noir. Probably not Pult Zard. Although, I guess if they just had the 1 Buddy Poffin, you're not really prioritizing Charmander in the Dragapult mirror. You're really just kind of playing a bad Dragapult deck in that case. And I will take this Iono. Wasn't a huge fan of that hand. Probably would end up throwing it away anyways. Yeah, we got some energy. Hopefully we'll get Dracloak off the recon or off the top deck. We'll see. But can level up some of our ghosts. Get some more energy going. That's not great. Getting a monkey in play this turn would actually be huge as well. Does not look like that's going to happen though. Grab a research, which honestly, with this hand, we already tossed 1 boss, or both. Is this our last boss? This could be our last boss. That would be unfortunate. It looking like. Okay. So, knowing that, research is a little more critical. So we can think about it just a touch harder. I almost, let's see, we're going to lose Badoo next turn. It's a tough one. Could just pop on their Badoo. And, yeah, that would give that, no, that would give us both 5/5. And they're going to be itchy, so they can't counter catch it anyways. Man, Monkey would have been great this turn. Could boss up one of their dudes, but then again, it's minus a boss. Yeah. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, let's rip it. Put them behind an energy attach. I think that's kind of worth it, putting them that backwards energy attachment. We'll see. We'll see. Because now, I mean, they'd have to have Neo and a boss and a Lucha to really put, like, crazy hurt on us. Which that's not, like, that out of the question, especially with 2 recon directives. I guess that play doesn't feel super great. Early Fez bench is interesting. But yeah, having all 3 of those pieces without items is tough. Okay, so we know we're not getting Phantom Dove this turn. So there's that at least. Unless they pull a... No, we got... They'd have to have a Stadium Bump and a Crystal. Oh, they are the Dust Noir. Okay. Alright, so we're just getting a retreat into Bedingus. We lose our Dew here. And we don't have a great hand. So that's interesting. But they do have a Duskull on the bench that's looking juicy. And we also have potential Dusknoir pop. We could... No, we can't. Unless... Let's see, 50 would be there. Leave 60, 30 health. And then 50 there would be 40. If we still had that Lucha, the math would math, we could pop both Dusclops. Although we could Hilda for Dusknoir, but then we don't have Dragapult. The throw a Dragapult in the discard strategy doesn't work so good when you're item locked. Let's see, what else can we do? What else can we do? So we Phantom Dive the Badoo. Not feel great, to be honest with you. Or we blow up Badoo with a Dusclops, and then we Phantom Dive whatever they push to the active, which will probably be the Duskull, since that one gets taken out no matter what. They're not gonna... Yeah, that's not gonna be great. I mean, they have to push Duskull here, right? Like, that's the only thing that makes sense. But then we can take out the Drag Cloak with the energy and at least set them behind that way. Yeah, that's what we expected. So now, yeah, I guess we just take out the Drag Cloak with the energy here. At least the Duskull is kind of a key... Like, I'm happy to see it go type of situation, along with the energy. It does push them back pretty far, especially considering we have way more energy in play than they do at this point. And yeah, we don't really care too much about 20 damage coming back at us right now. So we can build that up wherever, it doesn't matter. Put the 20 on the Dracloak, puts it into Lucha range, so might as well have it there. And then, yeah, I mean, what else could I have done there? I didn't have a way to boss, obviously. I could have gotten the Dusknoir instead. No, I had to get the Dragapult. There was no other way to get into Dragapult outside of Hilda. So, yeah, no, just, I guess, thankful that I grabbed the Dusclops off of the Recon. That's pretty good. They got a Hilda in turn. They're going to get at least one Phantom Dive off here. And it is 3-3 in prizing. So they're going to be hitting into us first. So they have the Phantom Dive advantage. But let's see what they get off this Buddy. They can't get anything low health at this point in the game. Yeah, I didn't think so. Not, they can't, you can't get anything low health with only 3 prizes, then I would just win off of Boss Lucha. Okay, no, I guess I don't have any more bosses, do I? They probably know that too. Okay. Let's see. So we could switch and hit them with our other Dragapult. And then that would put us back ahead. And then even if they bossed up our 200 damage Dragapult and hit that, we would still be able to knock their Dragapult the next turn. They're playing the Dusknoir version, so they probably don't have Turo. We could grab a monkey here. But that puts a 1 prize liability when they have only 3 prizes left. And does it help any kind of math? Let's see. So we could take 30 off the benched Dragapult, put it wherever. Phantom Dive would put it to 90. So that's 230 health remaining, which is in bear range, but we're not at, our prizes aren't going to be in bear range, so that's not super relevant. So I don't think the monkey's correct. I think it's just a liability at this point. Not going to need this much energy or Badoo. And then putting our active from, what is it, at 200 down to 170. Still leaves it in Phantom Dive range. It doesn't really fix anything. But we'll just use the energy attachment like this. Skip the monkey. I don't think the math quite maths enough to warrant it. And then, yeah, we'll switch back into the undamaged one. Because like I said, even if they have boss here, they are taking 2 prizes, and then I'm knocking their only attacker the next turn. They've got a bear. But this Dragapult is... bear plus monkey would work, though. And they would be 1 energy. If they have boss here... no, because I'll still be at... yeah, no, that... okay, hold on. If they have boss here, they can boss that one up, knock it. And then I knock their active, and then the turn after that, my one with 120 HP would be vulnerable to bear. But they don't have boss. Okay. So then we're fine. Because they have no way to take multiple prizes their next turn. They can knock 1 with bear, but then if I put 60 damage on the bear, I will immediately win the game unless they have a charm, but I have jamming tower and there's no way they run charm. Okay. Yes. Yes, this feels good. Monkey could have potentially been a better idea just to ensure that they don't get anything tricky with their monkey. But I think I'm fine forgoing it. Just trying to think if that would have been a better play to grab the monkey. But I think we're okay here because there's nothing they can hit me with that I don't have an immediate answer for. If they had boss, already looking like a grim snarly matchup, which honestly with this deck feels pretty fair either way. Kind of just feels like the same as like a Dragapult, where it really depends on who can get the better setup going. So, you know, we're gonna need the monkey. Might as well throw him down right away. And Latios to get into Badoo is not something that I hate right now. Especially with our energy situation, the way it's kind of shaken up. Yeah, they have no Marnies Pokemon down. They have no Impy Dimpies. So we're definitely gonna want Badoo. And I don't like benching Latios against this deck. Feel like, let's see. Yeah, definitely just going to discard the energy here. By all means possible, I will avoid benching Latios when I'm going against Grimmsnarl. It's either just going to get smacked down, or it's going to get Maractused, and I don't want either one of those things to happen. So tend not to use it unless I'm absolutely cornered. Buh. Good. We'll take that Iono. See, I mean, I like to keep the Dracloak and the Neo, obviously, but we got the Hilda. So we can get a Dracloak. They got the Impidimp, though, which is kind of annoying. Keeps them a little bit up to speed. But we'll be able to start seeing some cards with some recon directives, and we're never going to be real mad about that. Pheasantipity is another one where, you know, it's not much more than a liability against the old grimmsnarl. Not that it's not a liability most of the time, but against grimmsnarl it just feels especially bad. Oh, 2 item cards. Great, thanks, great, that's great, thank you. But we can get our monkey going because I would like to win this Badoo War. And let's put this damage, yep, right there. In case we get a little phantom divey going. But that's going to be good. I still like to prioritize the monkey. Badoo Wars are not nearly as common as they were at the start of Journey Together, but they still come up, and I still like to prioritize monkey when they do come up because I like winning Badoo Wars. I think it feels good. I think it usually guarantees that good setup that we were chatting about just at the start of this one. And they looking like they feel the same way because they got 2 Badoo for me. I don't understand that. I don't... What? You would... Like, I understand that they don't want to give me a prize card, but you do not want 2 bench spaces taken up by Badoo. That's crazy work. Okay. We'll take it. You know what? We'll take it. So let's not take a knockout here. Let's just set up another impotent for a Phantom Dive, and we'll just get some damage going around. Not too bad. They could monkey this turn. Oh, that could have been a reason to take a knockout, because now they can monkey Dory and then knock out my Badoo this turn. So something I should have considered a little bit harder. Hey, but we got our got another Badoo just in case. So no big deal there. Jamming Tower's not really going to help us. We do have the option to Mind Bend, and then the Jamming Tower would stop the air balloon, but I doubt it's going to come up. It could. Something to consider. But in that case, I would want to hold the Jamming Tower until the turn that I was Mind Bending. That's crazy that they have not seen a stadium yet this game. Actually nuts. Ooh, what a top deck. Feels good. Let's get a recon going first. I'll take that. Thank you. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Exactly what we like to see while we're item locked. And what do we got? This. Cool. More items. All right. This is feeling familiar. Okay, so we got the boss. Potentially could annoy them even further with the boss. I don't want to Iono. I don't hate researching this hand away. It's not a great hand. But we're not going to see any more Dracloaks. We're kind of chilling. Another energy wouldn't make me mad. But I think, yeah, I think let's just annoy them a little bit more. We are still vulnerable. Well, there is still that 20 damage in play, which I should take out. But I don't know. I hate that. I want them just to not have that bench space even more. And I'm feeling pretty okay. Like, if we lose the Badoo at this point in the game, I'm not going to be too upset about that. Because we're feeling pretty good. Though they just bench locked themselves out of a Monkey Dory, so now we're big chilling. Now we're A-okay. Alright, not too shabadoo. So now we have all the time in the G-dang world. So we got a monkey and they don't. And even if they get one of these Frost Lasses in play, like, we're big chilling. We can do whatever we want at this point in the game. Heck yeah, bro. Up until the point where we're forced to take a knockout on one of those Badoos. Got the dark, so they are going to be itching us again. They'll probably give us the 10. Oh, okay, so now they're ready for one of the Badoos to go down. Got it. Understandable. So we are taking a knockout. We are giving them bench space this turn. That is 100% happening. Ooh, got the energy. Let's not... okay. Should not have attached that right there. Should have waited until after... Oh, we're going to research before the recons, are we? Full disclosure, I'm re-watching this VOD because I had another audio issue this week. So I'm being a bit judgy of my past self right now. I should not have attached that energy before recontracting. I think I was thinking I'd research and then recontractive, but that also, I believe, would have been a bit of a mistake. Another Dracloak. Kind of chilling with whatever we get here. No big deal. Gross. Take the research, I guess. Okie dokie. And then we still got our Adrenabrain. Might as well get a bit more information here and take a prize card, I guess. Or we'll take the prize card with the itchy. I mean, either way, it's fine. Yeah. Not gonna matter too much. I think getting that information with the Adrenabrain probably would have been more correct as well. Oh, I'm working on my sequencing. That's kind of like the next skill that I'm really hammering in on, is always doing the correct sequencing, always making decisions with the most amount of information possible. So like reconning or before attaching energy, seeing prize cards before ending my turn, that sort of thing. So I feel like taking that prize card and then ending my turn would have been more correct. Especially I should have taken that prize card before deciding what to do with that energy. Okay, not a bad hand to be Iono'd into. Are definitely going to lose our Badoo here. Yep. That's okay. We got perfect timing on that. We just really need to hit a Dragapult. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see. Yeah, I think pushing this is fine. Just because I might whiff the Dragapult here, and in that case I really don't want my only Dracloak with energy stuck in the active. Oh, it wouldn't be stuck, I could retreat it, but can grab Fez here in case we need to flip the script. Hopefully we don't need to. Hopefully we can get a Dragapult. But definitely not guaranteed, especially without access to items. Countercatcher, Stretcher. Countercatcher's not going to be live. We're hoping to take knockouts here, so I think Stretcher has more next turn potential. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for making the right decision there. And Dragapult. No, but we got another energy. Probably, yeah, take the energy, and then we flip. Hopefully before attaching the energy, we flip. But I do think we have to flip here. I think we really want to see a Dragapult this turn. That would be big choice. There he is. Hey, my dude. Showing up for work finally. Okay. So now we have all of our information. Now we can attach the energy, put some damage onto a Mogrim, boss up the other Mogrim. And we're having ourselves a good time after that. Can't countercatcher because we're still itchy, but we do have the boss, so we're feeling pretty good. And okay, yeah, let's grab him. Take out all their potential attackers in one fell swoopy, which is why I love Dragapult Dusknoir. And why I was saying I think this matchup feels pretty 50-50. Like it feels pretty okay. Yeah, and we'll put the damage there because that makes it so that they won't have 30 to work with, so they cannot get max benefit from Adrenabrain. I can take that Badoo knockout pretty much whenever I feel like, so there's really no rush on it. Would rather have the extra draw power for Iono, or if they take a 2-prize knockout somehow, then Countercatcher will be live for us. So all of that is way more value to me than getting rid of their Badoo this turn and going down to 2 prizes. We're pretty much Pretty easily take a 3-prize turn whenever we're ready, especially with them not being able to, looks like, get another Impidimp in play this turn. Feeling pretty okay. Our monkey's going to take a bit of damage, up to 60. We'll get it back down to 30, then it'll go back up to 50. Dealing with Frostlass is so annoying. That's okay. At least we have TCG Live doing it for us. A little better than in-person play. Got all 4 Night Stretchers in hand and can't use a single one of them. Which is annoying because then we don't want to recon this turn. Or recon Professor's Research. Hopefully we hit an energy. If not, we may have to Iono for an energy. Ew. A little gross. Maybe we'll get one off the prizes. Is that what we're thinking here? Yeah. Get an energy off the prizes. Using our brains? Nope. Alright. That's okay. Oh, we are going to research all our Night Stretchers. Are you crazy cracked? That's a bold move, Cotton. And kind of paid off. I mean, we still don't win this turn, right? But it's not like they have amazing comeback potential either. Yeah. Would have been nice to see a Hawlucha there. I think he's in the discard pile, though, I'm pretty sure. And it's like, for some reason, all of our Night Stretchers are now in the discard pile, too. But I mean, like, outside of some annoying Maractus nonsense, it's not much coming back from this one. Oh, they can't even Maractus because we have Adrenabrain. So we just win next turn with Adrenabrain no matter what. So yeah, we're chilling. I guess the research was the right move. See more cards. No sense in being super, what do you call it, conservative when we're pretty much that locked in. So good call on past me researching. Scary to throw away all 4 Night Stretchers in one go though, but definitely the right play because yeah, we're locked in here with Adrenabrain. Even if they had cornered, I would have put it up to 70 and then 90. Yeah, we were big chillin' no matter what. Losing a Dracloak is no big dealio. I wonder if they even saw the Adrenabrain play. They're just kind of like making sure I saw it, or some people just like to play it out, which is fine. No big deal. But good game. GG. Try out Pult Noir. Super fun. Subscribe if you're not. Leave any questions in the comments, and we'll catch you in the next one.